How's it going, guys? Bring your platoon here, and welcome to another good game in World of Tanks Xbox One Edition. This is going to be the last game that you ever see uploaded for this tank, which is the Object 430 version 2, Tier 9 Russian tank. God damn it! I keep saying tank destroyer. It's not a tank destroyer. It's a medium tank, but you know that. It's a rear turret mounted. Yeah, rear mounted turret. There we go. We, on the console version, have... I looked it up on tanks.gg, the gun stats for the 100mm, and for some reason, one of the guns gets 246 base penetration and 330 heat pen. We are stuck with a gun that gets either a 201 pen for the AP rounds, 330 heat, that's the standard thing that we have on console, and we also have another gun version that does 219 pen with 330 heat, or sorry, 219 AP pen with 330 heat, but that gun with the higher base pen for the AP rounds has a slower aim time. So why the flying shit would you go to that gun instead of the base pen of 201 and using, I don't know, 2 seconds to aim instead of the 2.3. Seems like a small jump, but it's really not, especially for medium tanks, because they need to get in and get out, and there's places on the top of this thing's turret that can be overmatched with very basic small caliber heavy tank guns, and even some medium tank guns, because the plate on the roof is, for some reason, like above the gun barrel where it's mounted to the mantlet. It's 50mm. You can't overmatch that unless you're a big ass tank destroyer gun. And then a little bit behind that, where the second hatch is, not the closest hatch but the back one, is only 30mm thick. So if you hit the roof of this in any angle with a gun that's bigger than 90mm in caliber, you're going to overmatch the roof of it. But you basically have to be right in front of it or a little bit above it, looking down on it. Although you can also overmatch the roof of the chassis as well, because it's also 30mm thick. Not the angled part, but the flat part is 30mm, so you can also overmatch that. And then tanks.gg shows the quote-unquote nerfed version of the tank. Console users still have the turret that has 248 millimeters of protection in the front. The console Jesus Christ, the PC version has the version of the turret that has only 180 millimeters of protection. So basically, people aren't going to be able to pen you in the turret or on the hatches reliably unless they shoot premium at you. And even then, some places are more angled than others, and they're going to bounce, even with premium. It's pretty fucking crazy how good the turret is in the console version. But yes, this tank is Wargaming's pay-to-win tank in the line. Why? Because of the gun stats I told you in the beginning of the game. Why the flying shit would you fire 201 AP pen at Tier 9 and Tier 10 tanks, which is what you'll usually be facing? There's little to no chance that you'll be top tier in a Tier 9 tank because reasons, and matchmaking is balanced, all that stuff. But yeah, why the fuck would you use 201 base AP pen when you could just press A and load 330 heat pen rounds? It's a very expensive tank to run, especially with extra combat rations, but like, the accuracy could use some work. It's not that great. For tanks.gg, the accuracy is 0.34. For console, we get 0.37 or 0.38. I'm pretty sure it's 0.37. It's not that great. But that's understandable because it is a Russian tank. And it does fire quite quickly. Its DPM is pretty incredible. But, yeah, you all know about this tank. I just explained some of the weaknesses of it. You can side-scrape in it pretty masterfully. It's kind of easy to do. But, yeah. It's not a tank I particularly like to play because, one, it lacks the most basic thing a medium tank should be capable of, it's gun depression, and it's just got really easy overmatch spots if you know where to shoot. And if you don't know where to shoot it, then it's like, what the fuck am I facing off against here? Is this medium tank impenetrable or what? But yeah, like, I understand that this shot, the shots I'm taking at these E4 are pretty fucking far away. And like, that was sort of kind of a lucky shot, even though he was moving in a straight line, so it was pretty predictable. But like, you're forced to shoot premium to make this thing competitive. And I think that's bullshit. I think we should get the 246 penetration like the PC's gun does, except the PC's turret is shit compared to the console's version, which I do not want to have that trade-off. So I guess I'll stick with bitching about using premium to make it competitive. But yeah, it's a good medium tank. You just, in order to have gun depression, you need to aim, like, you need to put your ass up against something to aim down at people, and then people can just overmatch the roof of your chassis, and it's just, it's not good, guys. I'd give it like a 7. Out of any medium tank that I've played, I'd give it about a 7, or a 6.5, just for the gun depression alone. It just, I don't like it. It's like, ooh, it's overpowered. Yeah, no, it's not. Good try, though. And you may be wondering, if I hate the tank so much, why did I upload more gameplay of me playing it? Well, like I said in the beginning, this is going to be the last game. Oh, how did that bounce? Fuck off, game. But yeah, last game of this tank being played by me, at least for a while. I could probably 3-mark it, because the damage you need to 3-mark it is, I could actually look that up relatively quickly here. Let's see, tier 9 medium, where are you? Right there, okay. To 3-mark it, I would need 3,500 damage a game, roughly. It's like 3,515 combined damage per game on average, but I hate using it. I just throw money down the drain. And for what? To have good pen in every match? It's like, fuck off. And even then, your accuracy is dick. And right now, I'm just trying to save this E100. I'm like, ooh, free shots on this E4. I want his big gun out of the game. He fires. I know I'm safe. I'm completely fine taking damage from the 430U, just because his DPM is kind of shit. And as long as I live premium, he has butter armor. He just tracks me because he obviously isn't the best of players. Giving me his upper plate to shoot at, again, not the smartest thing. And I'm, once again, completely fine taking damage from him. I didn't imagine this next part panning out the way it did. Oh, look! Another me, but he's at full health, which means you know he was really productive during this entire game. I biff it into the ground. Of course, he pens me on the move because he was fucking 2 feet in front of me. And then I was probably better off face hugging him, but he was probably also spamming heat like I was. So yeah, that's fun. And then I think I'm gonna skip it here to the end of the game because no one wants to watch this. Okay, so back to the topic of why this is like the last game you're gonna see me upload of the Object 430 version 2. Or it's either going to be the last game you see me upload, or it's going to be a long time before I see another game. Why is that? Because I already have the tier 10, the K91, and it has 1, inaccurate as shit gun, 2, has gun depression, and 3, quite possibly the highest shell velocity for the APCR in the game. So, yeah. Its dispersion is 0.33, and with extra combat rations alone, you get 0.30 dispersion, or at least that's how it works on tanks.gg. How it would affect console stats, I don't know. But I'm going with that, and that alone makes the tank worth it. It doesn't have as much turret armor as the Object 430 version 2 does, but honestly, it doesn't matter when people can't hit you because of your low profile. and gun depression. It's great. It doesn't match up with any of the previous tanks in the line giving a tank gun depression like that, but whatever. I'm not complaining. It's awesome that you finally have a tank in the line that has fucking gun depression. The only bad part is you have to aim over the sides of the tank, not the front, to get the full depression. Otherwise, you're just basically using an Object 430 version 2. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.